Hi, Sam and Divania. It's Hudson here. And as the lead on the recruitment and retention project for minority students, and on behalf of myself and Eros, I would like to introduce you to this Gantt chart, this display I have in front of me, which is essentially used to show the amount of work done or production completed in a certain amount of time in relation to the projected amounts of time that we expect these tasks uh, might take. And essentially, what a Gantt chart is a time management tool, a scheduling tool, if you will. It's so, in other words, if we were to take the goals and objectives in the scope that we outlined and we were to draft them out in terms of the time that each one took to complete, we'd have something that essentially resembles this Gantt chart that we have here. And so the purpose of the Gantt chart is to see the flow of events as they occur in terms of the number of tasks that need to be completed for a particular project, in this case, our minority project, and the key dates that we expect to start each task, as well as the dates that we expect each task to end, or expect to end anyway. As well as we can also input information with regard to the type of task or task description, so that when I hover over these boxes here, we see that we have additional information about the type of task and the task description. So it provides a more realistic explanation of the time that is taken to complete each one of these tasks in terms of the duration of the task, whether or not the task is completed or in progress. But you see these things here. And so essentially, the biggest function of a Gantt chart is to help both Eros and myself, as well as the two of you as points of contact, to be on the same page with respect to the time that it takes to complete each of these tasks for the minority project. In this case, in front of me, I have the past several months of dates and times, as well as the key tasks that we performed in order to generate the two deliverables that we delivered to you, or will deliver to you closer to the end of June here. And those are the counselor survey and the data collection tool. So essentially, this is a hindsight explanation of a Gantt chart, because I've depicted dates and times with tasks that we've already completed and that we've already worked through. But essentially what you would do is, before starting a project, we would go ahead and draft the scope, and then we would use that scope to outline the key tasks that we need completed in order to reach our deliverables. We would outline those in the form of this Gantt chart and propose expected times of starting and expected times of ending or completing those key tasks, as well as getting a general description of the tasks themselves, so that we know at each step of the project where we are and how long it's taken to complete each step of that project. And that is a Gantt chart in Tableau. With this particular interface, we can customize these dates and times, as well as change and update the number of tasks that we have, as well as the times that um, the tasks are expected to end. So for example, if I wanted to edit the colors, so because here we have each box is color coded to represent a particular phase. In this case, we have our data collection tool phase, we have our survey creation phase, and then we have our final report and recommendations phase. But if I wanted to, I could edit and change those colors to suit our needs. So if I wanted to make survey creation orange, I could do that. And we would be able to keep up with each phase using the Gantt chart. And I generated this particular Gantt chart, like I said, based upon our previous work together, but it is my hope that we'll be able to move forward using this type of chart as we draft out the next phase of the project for doing the rest of the analyses for the data collection tool and the survey that we've created for you to get the counselor's feedback that you were interested in. But there you go. I appreciate your time. Thanks. Bye.